Have you ever wondered how the world looked like 5,000 years ago? Imagine a time when the Earth was a vast and uncharted territory, a wild expanse waiting to be tamed. This was long before the hustle and bustle of modern cities, long before the age of technology, even before the construction of the Great Pyramids of Egypt. This was the dawn of civilization in the fertile crescent of the Middle East, in a region we now call Mesopotamia. Our ancestors began to transform the world. They transitioned from a nomadic lifestyle of hunting and gathering to a settled life of farming and rearing animals. This was the rise of agriculture, a revolution that not only fed our bodies, but also our minds, freeing us from the constant struggle for survival and allowing us to develop new skills and technologies. Just consider this: as we began to farm, we needed to keep track of our crops, our animals, and our trade goods. And so, we invented writing. From simple pictographs to complex characters, writing became our first information technology, a tool to store, share, and pass down knowledge across generations. But the dawn of civilization was not just about agriculture and writing. It was also about coming together, about building communities larger than our immediate family or tribe. And so we established the first cities. These were not just bigger villages, they were centers of trade, of culture, of power. They were places where ideas could be exchanged, where innovation could flourish, where civilization could grow. And with these cities, we saw the birth of the first states, the first laws, the first kings. We saw the emergence of social hierarchies, of economic systems, of political structures. We saw the human world becoming more complex, more organized, more civilized. So the next time you walk down a city street, remember that you are treading on 5,000 years of human history, 5,000 years of progress, 5,000 years of civilization. And it all started in a place far away and a time long ago. So it was in the fertile lands of Mesopotamia that the seeds of civilization were first sown. From the fertile plains of Mesopotamia, civilization spread to other parts of the world. But how did we go from small city-states to vast empires? Well, let's take a stroll down the annals of history. The first stop on our journey is the Akkadian Empire, which emerged in Mesopotamia around 4,000 years ago. This empire, founded by Sargon of Akkad, is notable for being the world's first empire. It brought together various city-states under one rule, creating a blueprint for future empires to follow. Next, we move to the Persian Empire, an empire that was renowned for its efficient administration and infrastructure. The Persians were pioneers in creating a postal system, a network of roads, and an effective administrative system. They also promoted cultural and religious tolerance, a trait that was rather unique for that time. Our journey then takes us to the Roman Empire, an empire that needs no introduction. From their ingenious engineering marvels like aqueducts and roads to their system of laws that influenced legal systems worldwide, the Romans left a lasting legacy. Let's now traverse the high seas and land in India, home to the Maurya and Gupta empires. The Mauryas, under the leadership of Ashoka, spread Buddhism far and wide, while the Gupta Empire is often referred to as the Golden Age of India due to advancements in science, technology, literature, and art. Finally, we arrive in China, where the Han and Tang dynasties reigned. The Han dynasty is celebrated for its technological innovations, including paper and the seismograph. The Tang dynasty, on the other hand, is known for its cultural influence, with its poetry, painting, and music leaving a profound impact on Chinese culture. These empires, though separated by vast distances and diverse cultures, shared a common trait: the ability to organize societies on a grand scale. And this, my friends, is how we went from small city-states to vast empires. The fall of the great empires brought a period of turmoil and transition, but was the Middle Ages really a dark age? This is a question that has sparked many a debate among scholars. The Middle Ages, spanning roughly from the 5th to the 15th centuries, was a period of profound change. The fall of the Roman Empire gave rise to a new social and political order known as feudalism. Lords ruled over vast lands, while vassals and serfs worked the fields. This system, though far from perfect, provided stability in a time of chaos. Meanwhile, in the East, a new religion was spreading like wildfire. Islam, founded by the Prophet Muhammad in the 7th century, rapidly expanded its reach from the Arabian Peninsula to Spain and India, bringing with it advancements in science, mathematics, and culture. But let's not forget the Crusades, those bloody and brutal wars fought in the name of religion. While they were a time of great conflict, they also fostered an exchange of ideas and cultures that helped shape the world as we know it. And speaking of shaping the world, let's give a shout out to the universities. These bastions of learning, many of which were established during the Middle Ages, played a pivotal role in preserving and promoting knowledge. They laid the groundwork for the scientific and cultural developments that would follow in the centuries to come. Now, you may be thinking, hold on, this doesn't sound like a dark age at all. And you'd be right, the Middle Ages was a time of dynamism and diversity, of innovation and exploration. Far from being a period of decline, it was a crucible of change, a melting pot of cultures and ideas. So let's put to rest the myth of the Dark Ages. The Middle Ages was a time of transformation, a time that paved the way for the world as we know it today. The Middle Ages was not a period of decline, but a crucible of change that paved the way for the modern world. The world as we know it today began to take shape in the last 500 years, but what were the key events that shaped the modern world? Let's jump back to the Renaissance period, shall we? This was a time of great awakening when art, science, and culture began to flourish like a sunflower in the peak of summer. Then came the age of exploration, with brave sailors like Columbus and Vasco da Gama setting sail into the unknown, forever changing our understanding of the world's geography. Fast forward a bit and we hit the Industrial Revolution, a time when machines took over and industries boomed. The world was rapidly transforming, like a caterpillar into a butterfly. This era brought about significant changes in agriculture, manufacturing, mining, and transport, affecting the socio-economic and cultural conditions of the times. But as we all know, with great power comes great responsibility, and some might say we fumbled a bit. The political revolutions in America and France shook the world, giving birth to new ideas about democracy, liberty, and human rights. These changes, though tumultuous, set the foundation for the political systems we see around the world today. Then came the World Wars, two of the most devastating events in human history, leaving no corner of the globe untouched. These wars changed the face of politics, technology, and society, forcing us to question our humanity and our capacity for destruction. And finally, the rise of the digital age. This era, marked by the invention of the internet and the proliferation of digital technology, has reshaped every aspect of our lives, from how we work to how we communicate to how we entertain ourselves. The digital age has transformed the world in ways we're still trying to understand. The modern era, marked by rapid change and unprecedented challenges, has shaped the world as we know it today. From the Renaissance to the digital age, the world has undergone dramatic transformations, each era leaving its unique imprint on the tapestry of human history. So, we've traveled through 5,000 years of human history, but what can we learn from this journey? Well, we've seen civilizations rise and fall, empires stretch across continents, and individuals challenge the status quo to bring about the modern world we live in today. From the dawn of civilization, we've witnessed humanity's remarkable ability to adapt and innovate. We've seen how the first human societies transformed themselves from hunter-gatherers to agricultural communities, laying the groundwork for the future civilizations. Then we've traveled through the era of the great empires. We've seen the might of Rome, the grandeur of the Mughals, the innovation of the Chinese dynasties. These empires, in their own unique ways, have shaped the course of history and left an indelible mark on the world. We then delved into the Middle Ages, a time that was anything but middle. It was an era of great change, marked by the rise of feudalism, the spread of Christianity and Islam, and the birth of the modern nation-state. Our journey didn't stop there. We ventured into the modern era, a time of unprecedented change and progress. We've seen the Industrial Revolution transform economies, the world wars reshape political boundaries, and the digital revolution redefine our way of life. But history isn't just a collection of isolated events. It's a process of change and development. It's about understanding the interconnectedness of these events and recognizing the patterns that emerge. It's about learning from the past to make sense of the present and to shape our future. So let's not stop here. Let's continue to delve into our past, to question, to learn, and to understand. Because the more we know about history, the more equipped we are to face the challenges of the present and the opportunities of the future. Remember, history is not just about the past, it's about understanding the present and shaping the future.